guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Weight Loss Center here in lovely Norwalk, Connecticut. Beautiful sunny day up in the 60s. I am on my way out, just got out of the shower. On my way out, my cleaning lady's coming for 2 hours, and yeah, it's hard to bring a laptop anywhere, because you can't go to Starbucks and sit or anything like that, but I read my books and meditate and all that good stuff. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail, guys. I get misunderstood a lot, and that's fine. That's fine. Because I know what's going on, but with myself. But I am construed as being very sanctimonious, very elitist, very, talking down to people and everything. And I'll tell you what, it is only, if I come off that way, and I may, it is only because I abhor what is going on with the health and fitness of this country and this universe. I think it's absolutely terrible what's going on. Now, after retiring from teaching inner city public schools for 30 years, I donated my life to education of children. And I see my wife is still teaching, and I have a big problem with what's going on today with education. It is run by people that have no idea what they're talking about. None. And I won't get into conspiracy theories and all that sort of stuff. That is down the road. I'm just talking about the well-being of this generation of children. And guys, that's what they are. They're just kids. Anyway, I saw some stats the other day. Actually, it was yesterday. About over 100% spike in teenage suicides, over 120% spike in teenage and drug addiction, an enormous, even more like 150%, I'm paraphrasing the exact numbers, in depression. These are all kids, guys. These are all kids. And I tell you what, if you think what is going on in these public schools today is good, think again. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Distance learning is the worst thing that could possibly happen to kids. Now, are there a handful of high school kids who are smarter than every teacher in the place and are, self-motivated and all that sort of stuff? Yes. There are a handful of those. I'm going to say 1% at the most. Everybody else needs to be in school. Needs to be in school. Now, if everybody really cared about what is going on with the kids today and their education, once this COVID bullshit, pardon my French, once this BS is pushed to the side, every single child should repeat the grade that they were on. They didn't get what they needed. There is going to be an enormous gap in their education and their overall knowledge. Enormous. Enormous. Now, the fact that this group of kids from pre-K to 24 years old, that demographic, nobody's dying from COVID. I can't begin to tell you how many zeros are to the right of the decimal point of people that in this demographic that actually die of the disease. A lot more people are dying of the regular flu in that demographic. There's no reason in the world that these kids can't be at school with their mask and social distancing and all that stuff, but there's no reason in the world they can't be in school. They are not affected. Research shows, statistics shows, teachers are tremendously low risk, and the children themselves are even lower than the lowest of all. That demographic never gets affected. That's a fact, and you can call it whatever you want, but that's a fact. You want to know a fact? These kids are safer at school than they are in your own home. That's a fact. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. let's get that out of the way. But this whole generation of kids are growing up, number one, they're not getting the education they believe. I don't care how bright they are not educated. We are producing an absolute 100% generation of ignorant kids. And they will become ignorant adults. Okay? Number two, they're depressed, they're drug addicted, they're suicidal, they have no social skills. They have a friend that they like and they know they can't go 6 feet from them. They can't read Dr. Seuss. I mean, guys, this is crazy. Okay? Now, I'm not here to rant per se, but I have to preface where I'm going. So we as parents, and I am a parent and I spent my entire life educating young children. Inner city young education. So I have a master's degree in education. I have doctoral and postdoctoral work from Cornell University. Just don't tell me I'm not an expert in this field. And I'm here to give you a couple things to keep your kids on the straight and narrow. Number one, get them outside. Every single day. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if it's cold. I don't care if it's hot. Get them outside for at least an hour every day. Fresh air and vitamin D from the sun, whether it's in the middle of the winter or in the middle of the summer, in a hot area. Vitamin D from the sun is vitally important to every aspect of your child's development. Don't think that. Now, I'm guilty of that myself. I work from home. And I'll tell you what, guys, many times when things get busy here and I'm on the computer all day, I spend 2-3 days and I'll go outside. And the minute I walk out that door, I'm breathing the fresh air. I'm saying, what the heck am I doing? And I force myself, even in these northeast winters that are brutal sometimes, I force myself out the door. You need fresh air and sunshine. Okay? Number two, they must have a proper diet. Guys, it's got to be fruit, veggies, high carb, low fat. It does. Guys, even if they are not out exercising, if they're on a proper diet, they are not going to get overweight. They're not going to have cholesterol problems. They're not going to have, juvenile diabetes. It's not going to happen if they have a proper diet. And if they are properly healthy, guys, there's not a chance in hell, especially in that demographic, that they are going to get COVID. You want to corona-proof your kids? Put them on a True Power diet. Fruits, veggies, rice, and don't tell me they won't eat it. My daughter ate it. She's 22 years, and she's still eating it. And she was a straight A student. She's going to law school on a full scholarship next year. She was a Division I synchronized swimmer, 12th in the country. Don't tell me they won't do it. If your child walks in after a long day at school and they're hungry, and there are bananas, apples, and oranges and grapes there, and they're hungry, they're going to have one and it's going to be fine. But if they have a choice between bananas, oranges, grapes, and whatnot, and Cheetos, Doritos, a stupid health bar, what do you think they're going to take? But I'm telling you right here and right now, if that garbage is not in the house, they won't eat it. And they're not going to starve. And if all there is to eat tonight is rice and beans, they're not going to be craving a hamburger. My daughter has never eaten meat. She's never eaten dairy. They're not going to crave it if they don't even know what it is. If you don't have time, I hate to say this, these Impossible Whoppers, they're tasty. They're insanely expensive for a stupid piece of fake flesh, but it's better than the GD meat, dairy, fish, which is ruining the environment, ruining our health. 14 out of the top 15 causes of death in this country and across the world. Cancer, heart disease, diabetes. The number one cause of all of them is animal protein. Take that off and your kids will not get sick. unless there's something genetic. Eat. Get outside. Keep them off the computer. I understand that so much is just revolves around the computer. That is ruining, turning minds into mush. Give them an hour on the computer if they have free time. The rest of the time they've got to read. Dr. Seuss or whatever you want, Harry Potter or anything in between. They have to read. That is going to give your child an unbelievable head up, leg up on everybody else that is absolutely ruining their mind, body, health, spirit. Guys, proper diet, the True Power Diet. All my stuff is at the website at the end of this piece. If you want to email me $10, I will attach one of my True Power Total Body books. Okay? You want to be the greatest athletes in the country, start them on kettlebell today. Case closed. Get them outside for some fresh air and sunshine. Limit the goddamn computer. Now, I am making a fortune on this GD computer. It's the worst thing. Everybody knows it's not for any amount of time. You just sit there and drool. Guys, and don't replace it with TV. At least you can get something worthwhile on the computer. Anyway, there is my rant. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables, guys. Take care of your kids. They're our most precious commodity. They are going to be running things when we're grandparents. Take care of them. For only selfish reasons. You do those 4 things that I just put, your kids will be so far ahead of everybody else in the world. Chico and everything in it. Love you all.